everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and today I'm going to show you my 5 favorite treatments for plantar fasciitis. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So the first treatment is a plantar fascia massage or tissue mobilization. Some people call it massage. In therapy, you call it actually a mobilization. The plantar fascia underneath comes down the bottom of the foot and fans out. So when you have that fasciitis, all that fascia is irritated and inflamed. And if you run your thumbs on the bottom of your foot when you have plantar fasciitis, a lot of times you can feel bumps, you can feel the scar tissue and adhesions all in there. So for a mobilization of the tissue, you really want to just get down in there. I usually take my thumbs first and just run down the middle of the foot just to kind of start getting that tissue warmed up. And then you can kind of go along the sides. The important part is start off a little light because you're probably going to be pretty tender in there if you've got that inflammation. And then just kind of start fanning out and getting a little bit deeper into the tissue. So what you want to do is where you feel a lot of those bumps or knots on the fibers, really just push deep down in there. And as you go, like I said, I like kind of start to fan out and get all that fascia underneath. A lot of times people have it in their arch here, so you can really kind of focus down in that arch, up on the ball of your foot, and then a lot of times down in your heel as well. So really just working out that tissue, working on that fascia, just to get those adhesions worked out. So spend probably about at least 2 or 3 minutes on it, really just stretching everything out, getting those muscle fibers nice and loosened up and warmed up, so when you go into stretches, it'll be ready to get nice and stretched out. Treatment number 2 is going to be a plantar fascia stretch. The best way to do this, I think, is on a step. It doesn't have to be a step like this. It can be just a step with a railing, because if you don't have great balance, make sure you have something to hold on to. So step up onto the step and put the ball of your foot right on the edge of the step. Then drop your heel down. You should feel a stretch in your calf area and under that plantar fascia area as well. Some people ask me, should I do it without my shoes? Should I do it with my shoes? You can do it with your shoes on. You'll have a little more grip, but you probably won't get quite as much of a stretch in that fascia area. So I like to do it without shoes on, but you can do it either way. Just make sure you're safe and steady so you got something to hold on to if you need to. So this is a full stretch. You want to hold the stretch for 30 seconds, then take a little break and do that a total of 3 times. So ball the foot right on the edge and then just drop it down. Number 3, having a good pair of shoe insoles. Good morning, neighbor. So, luckily, timing was perfect because I am training for a 5K race, and the folks at Weave sent me a pair of custom orthotics. And you say, well, how do you get some custom orthotics online? This is the cool part. So what Weave does is they have this app that you put on your phone, and you take some pictures of your foot and your arch, and they have this data, computer data, that takes the images and figures out how your arch is and how long your foot is, and they make you a custom orthotic. I was a little bit skeptical because custom orthotics, even when you go in somewhere to like an orthotist and get it, sometimes you're paying hundreds of dollars and they're still not that great. Well, this is a fraction of the price, and it is one of the best insoles I've ever used. Also, make sure when you have any custom orthotic insole insert that you just started using, just start off using it for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour a day, and slowly build up your time. If you just put the inserts in and you wear them all day long, you're going to end up having a lot of pain because the arch is going to have to get used to it being in its new position. So make sure you start off slow. Don't just wear them all day long or you're going to end up being pretty sore. And it's also really nice because since they're custom, if you wear them, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you end up just they don't feel quite right, send them back and they'll give you a refund. If you are interested in getting a pair, make sure and click on the link up here. But having some custom orthotics, inserts, insoles, whatever you want to call them, or just a good pair of insoles for your shoes is really going to help if you have that plantar fascia pain, because it's just going to help support that fascia so it's not getting pressure on it all of the time. So treatment number 4 is going to be arch strengthening. So when your arch is weak, sometimes it falls down, and that can cause plantar fasciitis as well. So strengthening that arch is really important. So this one is a little bit difficult for some people, but what you want to try and do is keep your heel down and your toes down and just bring your arch up into a C. So it's a little hard for me too, but this is basically what you want to do. You want to kind of pull up, see how I'm making a little C with that arch, and then come back down. So really just trying to work those muscles on the bottom of the foot to get that arch a little bit stronger. So since sometimes this tends to make people's feet cramp a little bit, don't hold it so long that they cramp. Just do a little 3 to 5 second hold and just start off with about 10 of those. If the next day you don't have any soreness, you can do 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 15, work your way up to doing 20 to 25. So the last treatment is going to be a rollout with a water bottle. So this is really nice. Sometimes first thing you get up in the morning, and that's when people feel that plantar fasciitis the most because they've been sleeping and it's been staying in one position and not stretched out. So rolling your arch out with a water bottle is really great because it gets that nice cooling effect and it rolls everything out and stretches it as well. So you can do it in the morning, or you can do it after you've done some treatment with it. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do I get a frozen water bottle without getting up on my feet if I'm in bed? So I have an answer for that. Just use a little cool bag or a cooler at your house, and then you can leave it in your room overnight and have a little frozen water bottle in it. So if it's frozen, it'll stay pretty frozen overnight, and then you don't even have to get up to get anything. You just pull it right next to your bed, pull it out, and then just lie it flat, and then you're just gonna roll your foot over it. So again, like I said, this feels really, really good. It just cools off that arch. If you've got that inflammation in there, it helps calm it down. And it also, by rolling on it, helps stretch out that fascia. So if you're getting up first thing in the morning and you can do this just for a minute or two before you get up, that's really gonna help prevent some of that pain when you first get out of bed. And then, like I said, after you do your treatments, I also like doing it because icing afterwards, after you've gotten everything warmed up and working, is a very nice thing as well, and it should feel really, really good. So there you have it. Those were my top 5 favorite treatments for plantar fasciitis. If you'd like to purchase the weaves, make sure you click the link up here. And if you'd like to subscribe, make sure and click down here. And remember, be safe, work it out, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.